Bam. How y'all doing and welcome. My name is Willie Williams. That sounded like a little chirp. Sound like a little chirp. A man kills his mama. Come on now. Dog Hugh kills his mama. Her boyfriend. So his mama and her boyfriend, and he lives with the bodies. Cause like he can't afford like the funeral or something like that right there. He ain't got casket fare. You know what I'm saying? But he knocked out his old girl and her man. Shout out to Sugar Bear for the $2 cash out. You say the pass was reported to have cancer strips in them. Y'all just gotta let it float in. Let that monkey free out here in these streets, like another person had done said earlier. But anyway, y'all got to look at this right here, man. Listen, and mamas, y'all really do got to think when y'all be getting killed by your sons. Y'all really failed. Here we go.
And convicted of murder, also lived with the bodies of the decomposing victims for weeks. Here's new video of officers breaking down the door just to get inside that home of now convicted murderer Neil Russell, where they discovered that grisly scene. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie live now in the newsroom for us. And Mark, one victim was his mother.
Yeah, the lead prosecutor on this case for the Fulton County DA's office says that Neil Russell used a sheet to partition off the part of an apartment where he lived with two dead bodies. One of them, his mother's, for an estimated 2 weeks, even hosting guests.
This fool had company.
It was my daddy's 76th birthday.
You cannot allow people to come into your home that make you less safe, no matter how much you love them.
I wasn't expecting for it to be what it was, and I definitely wasn't expecting it for it to be as bad as it was.
Neil Russell lived with the bodies of his mother, Henrietta Russell, and her longtime boyfriend, Marvin Spencer, for an estimated 2 weeks after he killed them in late February 2025. Now he'll likely live the rest of his life in prison following his recent conviction for murder and more, and a sentence of 2 consecutive life sentences plus 25 years that by current parole standards wouldn't leave the 46-year-old eligible for parole for at least 60 years, says Fulton County Chief Senior Assistant District Attorney Travis Thomas.
When his mother got paid her Social Security on the 1st, he immediately went to an ATM machine and emptied out her account.
Who told us he tried the case with Assistant DAs Johanna Miratab.
Both the victims deserved a respectful burial.
And Lauren Polk.
When the officers spoke on the stand, they said that from outside the door, they could smell the decomposing bodies.
Maria Spencer says March 7, 2025 was supposed to be the 76th birthday of her dad, Marvin Spencer, father of 3, grandfather of 14, and great-grandfather of 6, but instead it was the date she found out he'd been murdered, along with his longtime girlfriend, Henrietta Russell, whom he loved.
I think my faith is one of the main things that's getting me through it. I haven't really necessarily taken the time off to properly grieve.
Ms. Spencer said she'd been trying to reach her dad for 2 or 3 days, but when she couldn't, she finally called Henrietta Russell's phone, and her son Neil answered, whom she'd never met. But something wasn't right, so she went to the couple's apartment and asked the property manager to do a welfare check. And when they couldn't get in the door, she called 911.
The door is unlocked, but they cannot get in because it's a barricade.
It wasn't going to be discovered if it wasn't for Maria Spencer.
Prosecutor Thomas says during a roughly 4-hour standoff, Neil Russell spoke with an Atlanta police officer and 911, and after APD SWAT got through the door, authorities discovered Ms. Russell had been strangled and Mr. Spencer stabbed 16 times. Says the defense hammered at a lack of DNA or fingerprint evidence, and Neil Russell's motive is a mystery.
You know that he has, drug history. He had just gone out of rehab at the time.
Thomas says Ms. Russell was in a wheelchair. DA Fonnie Willis.
So he's supposed to be there to help her, but instead what he does is take her life.
Now, records indicate by my count, Neil Russell was convicted on 9 counts and acquitted on 4. A spokesman said the Fulton County Public Defender's Office represented Mr. Russell at trial with a zealous defense. Quote, though he did not prevail, we will continue to support him through the post-trial process. We believe in Mr. Russell and the right to effective counsel for everyone. Reporting live in the newsroom, Mark Winnick.
God, dog. Imagine, man. Imagine trying to call your people. It's just like the situation with the domestic love that we had just a little bit earlier that we talked about, man. With the little welfare checks. Something going on. She ain't heard from her old boy in a few days. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Had to go around there and see about it, man. Got to be more careful. They said that Buddy put up a sheet as a divider. and slept on the other side of the divider. And had company. Now, listen. I wonder, did he have them girls around there? Did he have a girl around there willing to smash? He willing to smash, and the body that, damn it, he got it roped off, and 2 bodies. Could y'all imagine going around to somebody's house and y'all trying to get into it or something like that right there, and on the other side of the sheet, it's 2 bodies just dead. Bodies just dead. But I don't believe that people, like, he invited people when, like, the smell was real heavy. I think, like, in the first 5 days, he probably had company then. You know what I'm saying? But after, like, 6 days and shit go to stinking. You know what I'm saying? And body go to leaking and all that fly stuff and that smell, and don't mess around and get no flies inside the house. It's ugly out here in these creeks. If y'all ain't never smelt nobody decompose, Jesus, you don't wanna do that right there. So he had a dope fiend problem. He jumped out. Mama, all right, baby, you can come around here and help me out and stuff like that right there too. You know what I'm saying? Because she in the wheelchair, and on that dope, y'all got to leave little dope heads alone. Listen. Let people do that damn dope. Stop trying to save a bit. Let people do that damn dope. But keep them people from around you now. Keep them people from around you. Move right along. I ain't gonna be much of it.